Hi everybody, it's Doreen and welcome back to day number 9 of Christmas cards with the Cricut. This is the card we'll be making today, and this card is also a quick and easy card. So come on and join me and I'm going to show you how I made this card. Okay everybody, so I'm going to bring up the supplies so we can get started on card number 9 of the series. Now with this card, this is going to be another quick and simple one, and the reason being that my card element is actually cut directly from the Cricut. You don't even have to have the gypsy for this one either, because there's no welding and there's no taking the aspect ratio off or anything. So the card idea is from the Wild Card cartridge series, or Wild Card. It's not actually a series. And the card we'll be making is on page 41, and it is labeled as the Joy. And this was cut out at 4.5 inches. And then I also went ahead and cut out the liner feature because I wanted to have something different on the top of here. Oops, I'm sorry about that. I wanted to have something different on the top of here. So I cut out the liner feature, and then I also cut out the frame feature. So now I still designed it on my gypsy. Oh, and the other thing that I cut out was the phrase, the word joy. And as I said, I still use my gypsy because I wanted to design this to see how I was going to set it up and so forth. So on your gypsy, on the Wild Card cartridge, I'm going to go to that cartridge. Oh, let's try that again. Okay, so it is card or key number 10, and it looks like that. So you'll go ahead and you'll cut that one out, and then you'll cut out the liner, which is also key number 10. And then the next one you'll cut out is you want to cut out the frame feature, which is looks like this. And then, as I said, I cut out the word joy. So I hit the phrase and key number 10 to cut out joy. So now let's go ahead and put our card together. Now this cardstock is some cardstock that is, I believe it was a sheet of recollection that I picked up at Michael's. And I did cut it out at 4.5 inches. Or let me make sure, that might be 4.25. Let me check to make sure. Yeah, no, it's 4.5. So it's cut out at 4.5. And this is going to be my top layer. Now this cardstock is from the Christmas combo stack, which looks like this. And we can go ahead now and we'll add this to our card base. So let's get out the ATG gun and get some tape on here. And we'll make sure we have enough on the edges. And then we'll get along there close to our triangle, and then we're going to go ahead and lay it down. Now I didn't do any inking on my edges as well because I decided I just wanted to use the colors that are in the cardstock and not ink the edges. So now I've got that feature laid down. So now the next thing we're going to go ahead and do is add our little frame, and I'm going to put that right there. So with that, I'm just going to use my Tombow and get some glue all the way around. And then we can go ahead and add this. And I'm going to go ahead and use my tweezers so I can make sure I get this lined up exactly where I want it. So I'm going to lay that down right there. And so now what we're ready to do is we're going to go ahead and put our joy inside of here. So now what I've done is I've gone ahead and rather than trying to put this on using my two-way zig pen, I'm using my Xyron sticker maker. And we'll go ahead and we'll just pull this off and add it to the card. So I'm going to go ahead and peel that back. And I'm going to pick this up with my tweezers. And I'm just going to go ahead. I want to fold my card down so I can make sure this lines up inside here. And we need to move that over just a little bit. And then we'll press down. So now, let me get those few little glue stragglers up and out of that joy, or that letter J. And I need to get those out. So now I have my word joy, and it sits like that. And I probably will add a greeting somewhere over in here or down here at the bottom, just as you can close the card. So now the next thing I decided to do is, I thought the card still looked a little plain. So I took and added just some embellishments that I have picked up at Michael's. And they are recollection embellishments. But before I do that, I am going to go ahead and add my Christmas tree. Now, the Christmas tree comes from the Art Philosophy cartridge. And what I did was, I cut this tree out. It's on page 52. So I cut out tree 2 and then the layer. But when I originally cut this out, it was actually to put on another card. And then I decided I didn't want to use it on that card. So I kind of just put it to the side and said, oh, I'll just hang on to it. I'll use it maybe for something else. And so that's what ended up happening. I did decide to use it on this card. So now, the key number for the tree, let's go ahead and go to that cartridge. It is key number 32, and it looks like this for the top layer. So what I originally did when I cut the tree out for another card, I cut out the layer. I cut out the layer and then I cut out the tree too. But after I had those together, it originally was blue. Well, it didn't go with this card, so what I did was I took some of my adhesive and added it and covered up the blue tree, and then I took some of my glitter, the emeralds, and this is some glitter that I've had for years, and I added that and ended up making it this color. And this was cut out at 2 inches. So it actually has like a blue-green tinted effect. It's actually a hologram glitter, and the color is emeralds. So I've got this popped up on some foam tape. So let's go ahead and add this to our card. And I'm going to place it right over here in the corner. So now I have my tree. So now what I want to do is I needed a star. Well, I found these little stars at Michael's, and they're recollections, and they look like this, and they were marked half off. So I grabbed those, and what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add a gold star at the top. Or maybe we should add a white star. Let's see which looks better. No, I think I like the gold, so we'll put the gold star up there. Now, they do say they have adhesive on the back, so we'll see if this is going to stick to this glitter that's already on here. It may not, so I may have to use the glue gun. So I'm just going to press down for just a few seconds to hold it down. And it looks like it's going to stay. So now I have that one. And the other thing that I picked up with the stars were these little reindeer. So we're going to go ahead and add a little reindeer next to the tree. So now this one does have an adhesive on them. Some of them did not come with adhesive. So we're going to go ahead and add the reindeer. And I'm going to kind of put him off in an angle, like so. And then they had some little words that were glitter. And they come in green and red, and they spell out Happy Holidays. So they look like this. So I'm going to go ahead and add these. Now these did not come with an adhesive on the back, so I'm going to have to use the glue gun to add these. So I'm going to get some glue on here, and then we're going to go ahead and add this up here in the corner. Right there. We'll put the happy, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add the holiday using the glue gun again. And we'll put that off in an angle like that. So that's it, everybody. That's card number 9 of the Christmas Cards with the Cricut series. Thanks for watching, everybody. And oh, by the way, there is an envelope, because I know you're probably wondering how am I going to get that in an envelope. But there is an envelope that goes with that card. So I have gone ahead and cut it out, and I did cut it out in 4.5 inches. Now I'm not quite sure if it's going to fit in here because I added the extra embellishments. But if it doesn't, then I'll just go ahead and make a bigger envelope. So thanks for watching, everybody, and come back for day number 10. Bye.